Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. I have said for years, and I have it in the textbook, I came up with maybe 50, I forgot the number, 50, 75 possible forms of what the white supremacists are likely to call forms of sexuality. I just came up with them. Canine sex, bovine sex. I mean, just on and on and on. If you just use your imagination, and I think that's what the white supremacists are really doing. They're just going all over the world among non-white people saying, hey, that thing about male and female, I mean, you people are so backward. You're so backward. I mean, you're pitiful. I mean, what you really need, you're talking about housing and better education and better food and clean water. What you people really need, forget about all of that. We'll get to that later. All right? Education, health care, clean water, a clean mind, a constructive activity, being able to do something on your own without us supervising you and whatnot. Just put this on the shelf for a while. I got something that you people, all you dark-skinned people throughout the world really need right now. We can get to the other things later. You might need these things. I'm not going to deny you that. This is really what they're saying. But I got something that you need right now. So all you dark-skinned people need to drop what you're doing and get on these new forms of sexuality so you can come up to date, because you're so backward. Just talking about males with females, that's so old-fashioned. That's ancient. People have been doing that for millions of years, maybe. It's okay. We're not knocking it. I mean, but you need to be more variety. That's what you need. So, hey, we got some ghosts out here. I mean, you need to, ghosts need sexuality. They need love. See, that's the banner that they're putting all of this new forms, hundreds of them, new forms of sexuality, mostly for non-white people, and they putting it under the banner of what? Just that 4-letter word, L-O-V-E. They say, hey, ghosts need love. What are you people doing? You going to neglect the ghosts? I mean, you're talking about getting land in Zimbabwe and whatnot. And, hey, you don't need that. Land is here. I mean, you don't have to worry about that. We'll get to that later. Right now, what you need to do is go and have sex with whatever you see in the mirror there, or whatever, I'll show you how to do it. I mean, if you haven't. Run into any complications, consult me. I mean, I got the rainbow thing all together. I got that locked up, I'll tell you what to do and what not to do, what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. That's exactly what they are doing. And they are grabbing the most intelligent black people and saying, now, doesn't that make sense to you? Shouldn't this be a priority? They're telling all the college professors this and everything, going into all the institutions where black people are trying to, stop the shooting, stop the hunger, stop the disease, and say, hey, we can get to this anytime. That's old stuff.
Yes.
What you all need, what you dark-skinned people really need, is new forms, innovative forms, new ingenuity type forms of sexuality. Don't be so backward. You're so primitive. I mean, it's disgraceful the way that you think. You need more forms of sexuality. All right? And everything else will be added unto you. And then they will finance it. If you sign on and say, well, yeah, it looks like, scratching our heads like we usually do, the head-scratching Negro.
Yes.
Well, it looks like everybody's saying it must be right, real intelligent people coming around, all these people with PhDs, all these white folks, and they're putting their arms around me and say, you need more forms of sexuality.
Wow.
You need, so what kind of forms? Well, I got about 17 types that you can start off with. All right. They're actually doing this.
Yes, they are.
And doing it with a straight face, or sometimes not a straight face. They're laughing at us while they're telling us.
Yes.
We're thinking that we're just that dumb. And from the record that's shown so far, we are.
Yes.
We are proven to be just that dumb.
Yeah.
They are dumping all of this stuff on us, talking about this is all in the name of constructive activity and in the name of when we start questioning it, say, hey, you don't want to tamper with love, do you? All right, you people are against love?
Yes.
I mean, don't you need love?
No, I
don't you need that image? Ooh. I mean, that image in the mirror when you stand in front of the mirror naked. Figure out a way to make sex out of that. I mean, so that you can go F yourself.
Wow.
All right? You'll probably head for court 5 or 6 dozen times maybe, and then somebody's going to say, hey, we got all kinds of institutions for animals. People love their animals, sometimes more than they love their family members. This is all about what? L-O-V-E, folks. So if you got, old Rex sitting over there looking sad in the corner, Rex is your bulldog, all right? You might want to do a bull job on your bulldog.
Oh, man.
Okay? All right? And the law says, why not? After all, it's all about what, folks? It's all about what? And they'll keep sticking that word in front of you, L-O-V-E. It's all about love. Haven't you heard of animal lovers? What's wrong with that? See, just a few decades ago, I mean, a male getting with a male and whatnot was saying, well, yeah, people do that. We got them in our family. You don't condemn people. You don't go out and beat them up for that and all like that. And even today, that should not be done.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
But is that the best quality? Does that top male with female? The white supremacists are now saying, yeah, that's better than any male or female thing ever. All right? I mean, getting with Rex is better than that. After all, you don't have to worry about no babies or nothing like that. I mean, what's wrong with it? See, they're going to have all kinds of arguments in court. And they say it's all about what? Love. Eventually they'll do that. See, these are going to be, when they arrest people for this, it's going to be court cases. How come I can't marry my dog? My dog loves me better than anybody in my family. What's the matter with you people? My dog has given me more time, more devotion, has been more obedient than any wife that anybody ever had. And I can prove it. And you'll go to court and prove it. And walk out with your dog and your dildos and all like that. I mean, and get yourself photographed in front of the courthouse saying, we won another case, for liberation in sexuality. We are losing our cotton-picking minds wholesale.
Wow. Okay.
According to what? Neely Fuller? No. According to logic. We need to be heading toward just getting that straight. We haven't even got male-female thing straight. It's just as ragged as it can be.
And now you're
all right.
Wow.
And now we got to get Rex involved. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.